So as a photographer, I grew up with Sony. My first camera was a Sony A200 or 250. A camera like nobody really knew it existed. I mean, did you? Then I finally upgraded to the A850, my first full frame professional camera. Unfortunately, it got stolen. I then bought the A77, the first mirrorless translucent mirror camera. Then the NEX6 as my B cam. Then the A6000 as my full workhorse. The point is, I'm a Sony photographer at heart. I grew up with Sony and I have a strong relationship with the Sony cameras. You guys ready? Listen, the best camera is not the one you have. It's the one you master. So, right around that corner, I'm going to make a big decision. I'm thinking of trading in my Sony, so I'm going to go ahead and get a quote. They don't like people filming in there, so I may not be able to show you, but here it goes. Alright babe, take a look around. Enjoy yourself. Ay. There it is. That's right, I went Fuji. Let's do a real quick unboxing. There it is. Alright, let me explain why. Yes, that's right, I did the switch. I mentioned earlier that it's not the camera you have, but the camera you master. And this may sound a little crazy to you, but I feel like I've mastered the Sony in such a way that it's, I don't know, not exciting. But that's not a reason to like switch cameras, not at all, not a reason at all. And it's not the main reason I switched. The number one reason I switched was weight. When the mirrorless technology first came out, I was doing a lot of traveling and I definitely bought into the light and compact form that the mirrorless cameras, technology would have. It actually made traveling a lot more enjoyable. But now, today, these mirrorless cameras have these humongous lenses, and not only they're big, they're heavy lenses. And depending the gear you're bringing, I was carrying at least 8, almost 10 pounds of just equipment. And unfortunately, even as easy as just walking down the street, for example, I had to convince myself, how worth it is it to actually take this heavy camera out of my bag to take this one shot. And once I realized that, it's not good. It's not a good thing. So as you know, I no longer have the G Master lens to show you and compare it, but just the 16 to 35 millimeter lens that I had, just by itself is almost 4 or 5 pounds. And here it is. And look, its replacement fits pretty much in the palm of my hand. This right here is pretty much the replacement. It's all metal, it's light. Just the weight of this lens makes me happy. So it's a little hard to explain the second reason I went with Fuji. But I'm gonna try my best. I'm going through a photographic writer's block, a midlife photographic crisis. So I wanted to take a step back so I'm able to take that leap forward. And because this Fuji camera has these physical dials to expose your shot correctly, it forces me to be patient. And what I'm hoping, it'll also remind me why I love photography in the first place. The true passion that I have for this art. And that's it. I mean, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm sure a lot of you will have something to say about the fact that I went from a full frame sensor to a crop sensor, but we live in a time now where pretty much any camera you buy is potentially a good camera. And with time, hopefully I'll prove to you that full frame versus crop, it doesn't matter. Because it goes back to what I've been saying. The best camera is not the one you have, but the one you master.